Alright, so before we even get started, you guys, I totally screwed up. Despite having gone PKNCHA14 before, for some reason, I thought that I had 1 minute for each of my 20 slides. So I'm going to totally fast forward this thing. I'm going to wing it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So you guys got to work with me here. My name's Nate Hill. I'm the assistant director at the local public library, and you might have thought that I was going to talk to you about libraries, but I'm so tired of doing that. So I want to tell you a crazy story. You can go ahead, DJ. So this is the story of why I ended up moving from Brooklyn, New York to California. Around the year 2007, I was starting to get sick of New York. It was a couple more years before I actually left. But I started looking at other places that were interesting to explore. I had some buddies out in San Francisco, and one of the things that I truly missed in New York was the hiking and camping. So this is an email. You gotta love Gmail for being able to go back to 2007, and you can find where these things started. The story that I'm going to tell you actually has no pictures associated with it. This is a backpacking trip in which some crazy stuff happened, but I have no proof, so you guys are just gonna have to go with it. This is Yosemite National Park. You see two lakes there, and there's a little tiny dot of a lake next to those lakes. That's called Laurel Lake. And that is where all of this madness took place. We ended up doing about a 10-mile trip to get back in there over this one weekend. And we thought that it was just going to be a mellow time. Myself, this guy, Nate Cavalieri, who's a guy who I barely knew at the time. He's a travel writer for The Lonely Planet, though, so he seemed like he'd be a super fun guy to go camping with. And it's funny, you go onto Facebook and look for these people now, and they all have studly pictures of them standing in front of nature. Likewise, the next guy that you're about to see is my buddy Joe. So it was the three of us headed out onto this adventure. And we were really intending to go to this place called Lake Eleanor. Gorgeous spot. You're going to see it coming up. And I just scoured Google to find a picture of where we were headed. We got there on the first night, and this is the spot. It's totally phenomenal, right? Like all over the backcountry there was nuts. And we got there on the first night, and we hiked past the lake a little bit, and we did all of the stupid camping things that stupid camping people do. You know, we were carrying like a bottle of whiskey this big, made out of glass, you know. And so you can see Laurel Lake is up beyond that in the upper corner here. After a long second day of hiking, we decided,